Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Shadow Stitch, your coach of the Charlotte Chandelures, and today we are having week 6 of the Prep Hub Draft League, where we're going to be taking on Incog and the Backs to the Future. So, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you guys, we're not looking too hot. We're sitting at 1-4, not the best differential. But we're going to keep plugging along. There is still a very far outside shot that we make playoffs, so we might as well fight for it. And we're just going to do that. So, Incog, though, great guy, by the way. Go check him out. He's super cool. I've played him a good number of times in my draft league career and all that fun stuff. And he always puts up a great fight. And this team that he's got right here is definitely not going to be an exception. So, incredibly bulky Pokemon like the Iron Hands, Slitherwing, Araquanid, Mudsdale, all can dish out solid damage and just take a lot of hits, which is super cool. Hisuian Goodra also falls under that, same with like Mandibuzz, although those are more defensive pieces. Arbok and Houndstone are pretty interesting. You know, of course, Houndstone can't last for specs, but that's okay. And it's all matched up with a fast, strong, special attacking core in the Inteleon and the Superior. So, very, very scary team. A lot of things can go wrong here, and just a lot of different routes that I could see Incog taking. So, yeah. However, we do have a pretty significant speed advantage. Iron Bundle and even like Whimsicott outspeed most of the team, which is pretty crazy good. So let's go ahead and hop into this and see what we're bringing to combat it. First up, we got a Citrus Berry Infernape again. So Infernape just hits everything on the team for super effective or at least strong neutral damage. Flare Blitz, Low Kick, Thunder Punch, and U-Turn are just good moves overall. If he decides to try to set up some rocks and stuff like that, you know, with the Flare Blitz recoil, Citrus Berry just keeps us nice and healthy. And with our Adamant nature, we just do solid damage to everything. Low Kick over Close Combat, because pretty much the only thing that we're going to be clicking Close Combat against is going to be the Hisuian Goodra, so why not go for Low Kick, get the same amount of power, and we don't have to worry about our defense drops. So overall, though, Infernape is just here just to be a little bit of speed, because we outspeed everything that doesn't already naturally outspeed us anyway, and just do a bunch of damage. We're giving the Cotton Guard Whimsicott yet another try, because I think it actually does decently well into some of his offense. Especially helps against something like the Iron Hands. Now, sure, it has like Heavy Slam and Ice Punch to hit coverage wise, but with Cotton Guard, if we can get a Leech Seed on it on the switch or even a substitute up, then that is pretty solid. We're able to potentially 1v1 it with our significant defense investment, and with our speed, we're outspeeding pretty much everything that's not like Inteleon, which is pretty cool. Of course, we have to bring our true defensive pieces, and Skarmory's going to be right there with it. So, Brave Bird, Body Press, Roost, and Spikes, pretty standard stuff. We're running very specially defensive, because we do need something that can shut down a Superior completely, and also does pretty well against some strong special coverage moves like the Hisuian Goodra. We're holding a Wakan Berry, so we can take those coverage moves a little bit better. I'm expecting, you know, potentially Thunderbolts and stuff like that from Goodra, or of course like Wild Charge from Iron Hands. We could potentially take one hit from that, which is pretty cool. Spikes just looks pretty good in this matchup. We can get up some hazards and just start shuffling around, because his only hazard control is Mandibuzz, which is good. But if we can keep a lot of pressure on that thing and sap that momentum out of him, that's pretty solid. Speaking of momentum, though, we got Galarian Slowking, and that is not a mistake. We're running no item, just in case of an offensive Poltergeist Houndstone. We can actually switch in on that, and, you know, with our significant defense investment, we can take pretty much anything else from it. No item really felt great in this matchup, you know, so I felt like this was a fine choice enough to make, And with Sludge Bomb, Psychic Noise, and Focus Blast, we can chunk everything, and Chilly Reception lets us pivot on out. Psychic Noise and Focus Blast is pretty much primarily just for a potentially set up Hisuian Gudra. We can Psychic Noise to stop it from resting, getting leftovers recovery, and we can intermittently throw in Focus Blasts, so we can chunk it on a weaker special side potentially, which is pretty cool. Of course, the Bundle Boy has to make an appearance, and we're running a little bit greedy this week. We're going Modest, which means that we will not be able to outspeed a max speed Superior. However, I felt with us needing to run heavy-duty boots just in case of some hazards like Stealth Rocks from Mudsdale or potentially Sticky Web from Araquanid, I wanted a little bit of extra power. Hydro Pump, Blizzard, Freeze Dry, U-Turn, pretty standard stuff just in case of like a water absorb Araquanid, we want that U-Turn. And just overall, we can outspeed pretty much everything and just dish out big damage. Last but not least, we have Intimidate Crocodile. This is kind of going to act as a kind of soft counter to Iron Hands. With our Chople Berry, we can take pretty much any hit, whether that be a Drain Punch or a close combat, especially after an Intimidate, and just chunk it back with an Earthquake. Of course, it's always going to live at least one hit just because Iron Hands is just that bulky and good. But with that, we can potentially chunk that thing down and get it in range of some of our other Pokemon, or just finish it off on the following turn. Knockoff is just good for disruption. Aerial Ace is pretty much only for the Slitherwing because, you know, we can hit that thing still pretty hard. And then counter is going to be in the very rare circumstance where we don't spend our Chople Berry on a Iron Hands, and we could potentially use it against a body pressing Hisuian Gudra. Overall, though, it's pretty much just here to spread it around a little bit, intimidates, do some damage. We do still outspeed a lot of things, and just disrupt some stuff with knockoff. So there we have it. So we definitely need to try to get these last 2 wins, and if possible, win as big as we possibly can. So yeah, I do think that we have a pretty solid team. We do have a decent speed advantage with Bundle and you know, Whimsicott and stuff like that, so that's good. And we have some guys that can take some hits for sure. So that said, though, it's not going to be easy, and I'm definitely really afraid of things like a body pressing, iron defensing Hisuian Gudra, or even like a super fast Inteleon, because I have nothing that naturally outspeeds it now. So there's that. But that said, though, we're going to keep fighting. I am enjoying this team a lot more since we made the changes, and you know, if we have an outside chance, we might as well keep going. But enough about all that. Let's go ahead and get into this battle, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so we got Inteleon's the fastest thing. Okay, so cool. Nothing too crazy. Hazard control's a little bit annoying, but you know, it is what it is. You know, Araquanid, which is kind of what I expected, but you know, not the end of the world. So, I could lead Bundle, but I don't want to get freaking messed up by something silly. No, Gudra is so nice, but you know, it's what it is. So, let's just lead Skarm and go from there. We're really specially defensive. The stupid dog is here, though, and that's a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. So, there's that. Excuse me. Ugh. Inteleon is here. Okay, so Skarmory. Oh, I imported my stuff. Why am I doing this? There we go. Inteleon. Let's just say he's choice specs. He'll still do a absolute butt ton of damage, but I don't know if he wants to take that hit. So I could just roost and just see what kind of damage he's going to be doing. If he specs Modest, which I don't think he can afford to be He has a roll to kill me. With Hydro Pump, though, so I'm just gonna ruse. Okay, so just goes for Flip. So that tells me absolutely nothing. Okay, and I wasted a ruse, kind of. So what's gonna come in, though? It's gonna come in on Scarm. I could see, like, Mandibuzz coming in now. That'd probably be pretty common. Switch in. Cryptwalk. Mandibuzz, probably. Oh no, the silly dog. The silly dog is in. Okay. I'm just gonna get up a Spike. I'm not really super afraid of this thing, I think. It's probably like a defensive set. Is he Wisps? Okay. That's relatively fine. It's not the end of the world. Alright. Just gonna get up another Spike. I'm not gonna go crazy. He's just gonna double out. Okay. Probably into Mandibuzz. Oh, there's the Inteleon. So no boots on the Inteleon. That's to be expected. Okay. Alright. Just gonna go into Slowking. If he flips again, then he flips again. There's not really a whole lot that I can do about that, right? Ice Beam. 394 to 250. I think that is Specs. 394 minus 250 is 144 points of damage. To one thing with an Ice Beam. That is Specs Modest. Let's double check. Okay, so it could be Modest or Timid. I'm gonna Chili. Yep. Lightyear. Who's that? Mandibuzz. Okay. Cool. Now I get to go into Bundle, and click Blizzard. Show me your switch in. We know the Inteleon's choice specs. I am faster, I think. Alright, what's the rest of the team right? Yeah, he has no real switch into Blizzard. Modest Blizzard, I think it has a chance to live, but... Nope, it just dies. That's great! That's my hazards on the board. That is my hazards on the frickin' board. Who's that? Iron Hands. Hands of the Iron. I'm just gonna U-turn. Free damage is free damage. I don't care that I'm showing him that I'm something else. So I genuinely don't care. I do need to keep my dude healthy. Both of my defensive pieces healthy, so this is Whimsicott. It's gonna come in now. Green Punch. 261 to 193. What can I learn? Minus 193, 68 points of damage. that Drain Punch. I don't know why the set doesn't... 68 points of damage. He's not fully invested. Could be Adamant. Gonna just go ahead and set up Cotton Guard. See what he has. Heavy Slam. That does a considerable amount of damage. Okay. Does a considerable amount of damage. That's good to know that that's what he has to hit me and not Ice Punch, though, so I can make the switch into Big Crook. Get that Intimidate down. Alright, so that did 353 to 262. Did 91 points of damage to my Crook. At -1. Heavy Slam. So, bare minimum. 156. So Drain Punch is gonna do a good little chunklet back. I'm gonna Earthquake. Close combat should not kill me. Drain Punch. I got Choppleberry. He's gonna recover a little bit. That's fine. How much is my Aerial Ace doing? Absolutely fucking nothing. So, yeah, we just Earthquake again. Sure, he could switch into something. INTELEON. I could switch into fuck. What's his name? Superior. Words are fucking hard, guys. All right. All right. The dog could probably come in now. That's fine. My dude Crook has basically done his job. That did so much fucking damage. Holy shit. So I know that this thing is fluffy. Will a knockoff still... It does about the same damage. I think I'm willing to take that risk. If he's fully defensive, it does about the same damage, so... Protect. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm still gonna go for the knockoff, because, I mean, if he tries to switch, that's fine. He's just protected. So we've seen Protect, Wisp, probably Nightshade, maybe Poltergeist, I could see. Knockoff here is just free anyway. I have no reason not to. If he chooses to switch, he chooses to switch. Yeah. With the spikes damage, I think that does... It's definitely physically defensive. He'll probably live, but I don't really see him being able to kill me with anything. Yeah, it definitely lives because Fluffy is good. And he's gonna body... Oh, yeah, Body Press. I forgot I got Body Press. That's fine, though. That's fine. Alright, I can just go into Infernape. Infernape. does 3 to 4%. I'm just gonna click Flare Blitz. I don't care. Yeah, he's definitely gonna just keep this thing in. I could have just gone for like Thunder Punch or something to kill it, but you know, no reason to show off what's going on. I guess could potentially still think I'm Blaze. Yeah, Inteleon comes in. All right. Slow King seems good, obviously. I'm just gonna go Slow King. He could be going for Water Move, which could be bad, but that's okay. Surf. That did so much fucking damage. Okay, well, I know your specs. To my Slowking. Alright, Surf. Surf is gonna do a lot. So, do I need Whimsicott anymore? Not really. It's pretty weakened. I think I'm actually fine just sacking Whimsy. Probably should have gone into Whimsy first, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm fine sacking Whimsy. Yeah, this is okay. And now I just get to get a free switch into bundle and click click freeze dry. Draw. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so just sacking that off, that's understandable. I do want to keep my bundle's health decently high to be safe. Also, I think that he has to be, let's see, when's it got? It's around 40%, so, man, he could be tinted still. I'm gonna U-turn. I'm feeling like Yachi Berry or something, maybe. So I don't want anything crazy happening. So I'm gonna Scarm. Even burned, I should be able to break a substitute if he's like Subseed or something. That's fine. Yeah, I was feeling like Yachi or something silly. Alright, so yeah, nothing really wants to take a Brave Bird. Even burned, it's still gonna do a lot. So, yeah. Sub, okay. So yeah, it's like Subseed, Yachi Berry, maybe. I'm just gonna never let him have a substitute, though. So, that's fine. So, yeah, the burn didn't matter too terribly much. Taunt. That's fine. That's a little bit annoying. I was kind of hoping to maybe get a roost out of this, but that's okay. See, he's not leftovers. So, yeah, let's just Brave Bird. Let's just stay in Brave Bird. Just gonna get some chip damage. Does absolutely fucking nothing. We do have to sack to the Inteleon, though, because the Inteleon is very fucking scary. But we know its specs, so he can't really lock into Dark Pulse, because then I just bring in Infernape and fucking punch him in the face. You can't really lock into Surf, because then I go into Bundle and freaking shoot him in the face. I guess he could lock into Ice Beam, but then again, Bundle. Yeah, Inteleon comes in, so he has to lock into something. Spray Bird again, don't care. Locks into Surf, so Bundle gets to come in. Actually, I could go... So he locks into Surf. I could go Slowking. And then Chili out into Bundle. I don't hate that play. Chili out. Blizzard does like 50%. Freeze Dry just obliterates it though. So Iron Bundle. And then you just click Freeze Dry. Yep, this has to stay in. So he was timid, which makes sense. With my defense boost, I think I can actually live. Unless he's like banded. Let's see. No booster energy. Let's see. Is it the... What is the name of that move? First Impression? Does a fuck ton of damage. Snow. I'm just gonna click Blizzard. I'm not gonna overthink this. Yeah. Does live, get a crit. Doesn't really matter. Each life comes out, that's fine. Good job, Bundle! Yeah, the crit didn't really matter too much. Because now we just go 8. We click Flare Blitz. And we win the fucking game. So, not great differential, but we got another dub. And that is what's important. So, yeah, good stuff. I think we prepped pretty well. I think we played pretty well. The Gudra not coming was really nice. I'm not going to deny. I was very afraid of the Gudra because that thing is a freaking menace. But it is what it is. So, yeah, but that's going to be it. GG to Incog. I got you back for bodying me with Gouging Fire last time. So yeah, I think we're back. I think we're even. I don't remember. I've played Incog a good number of times. Great guy. Go check him out. Awesome dude. So yeah, and that's gonna be it for me today, though. Thank y'all so much for stopping by and watching. like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. I love you all. Deuces.